Hopefully standing in silence is more nerve-wracking than the actual talking. Hi, my name is Scott. I'm the Director of Journeys. It's my honor to be here today to represent the entire Journeys team at the conclusion of the Reach Higher Challenge, an opportunity we have been deeply grateful for. While I look forward to sharing more about Journeys with you, I want to start by painting a picture of who we are as a team. Journeys, launching this November, is the latest in a long list of successful educational products from Edmund. As you can see, there have been many great accomplishments over the past 25 plus years, not the least of which is being awarded 4 patents, 3 of which help power the Journeys platform today, creating the type of product differentiation that simply cannot be duplicated. But beyond that, the true sign of a great team is realizing when we ourselves have to change. And that is exactly why we are here today. Journeys is our what's next. 4 years ago, our talented team started thinking like a startup and implemented a business model design strategy in order to identify a solution for 2 problems. As you can see, both of these problems center around a central focus of student engagement. It is with that focus in mind that Journeys was born. Over the past 4 years, our team has successfully implemented a pivot strategy, continually gathering feedback, much of which has been, quite honestly, overwhelmingly positive. A lot of that feedback has come over the past 2 months from our great mentor team, and some of which is already incorporated into our platform today. So with that in mind, I'd like to go over 2 iterative improvements that have come as a direct result of our mentors' feedback. The first relates to our user dashboards and the need to make them dynamic. To help accomplish this, we've implemented a Gridster technology that allows our users, with just a couple clicks, to select widgets that they'd like to add to their dashboards based on the data they'd like to see and have it displayed for them immediately. Beyond that, we built powerful APIs that are able to consume our internal data, data from classes, schools, or districts, or even that from partnering products. So we can wrap those into widgets and have them available for our users to use. The second iterative improvement, as a direct result of our mentor team, relates to our academic dashboards, which are also built on the Gridster technology. These dashboards will be primarily accessed by teachers and counselors. So it was great to have 2 highly talented counselors on our mentor team, Kim and Kat. Both of them were able to provide valuable feedback, such as the default data they'd like to see, or the types of automated notifications that they'd like to be able to subscribe to. The 2 examples that I just highlighted are only 2 in a long list of examples of our team's ability to gather feedback, identify strategy, and successfully pivot towards a successful product deployment. So with all that being said, just like the Journeys platform would not be the same without our great team, this presentation would not be the same without another team member's voice, that of Rachel. One of the great benefits of having Rachel on our team is having an in-house sounding board from somebody who isn't that far removed from being a student herself. So, who better to play the role of a student user and tell you about the powerful differentiation the Journeys platform will provide.
Hey there, I'm Rachel, and I'm a 9th grade student. I'm a big fan of the internet, and this is the cartoon me. We look a little bit alike. And as you can see, I'm always on my phone. If you ask me what 3 things I would bring to a desert island, I would tell you just this. But I used to wish my education could shrink to the size of my screen. But then I realized an app like this already exists, called Inform Journeys. I knew it was different right away. First of all, it's a map that can route me through my subjects, to college, even different careers, not just to your local Starbucks. I can land on my personal dashboard where I can take an interest survey that links me to real careers, where I can explore daily work activities, the skills and abilities required for every position, including average salaries. My teacher asked me to search something, anything, so I typed in algebra because I've been struggling a bit, more like drowning in the subject. I took a personal self-assessment and honestly, I didn't do that well. But it was nice to know what I knew well and what I needed to work on. Journeys provided me with turn-by-turn directions detailing how to learn the concepts. I aimed a little bigger with my next search. Mark Zuckerberg is always rattling on about how kids should learn code. So I typed it in. My friend Sam got into a code camp last fall. I didn't even bother applying because I didn't think I could handle the coursework. But I figured, why not give it a search? There are so many careers in computer programming. I found a computer programming class that I could take next year in the 10th grade. It was powered by career and technical education classes. I wanted to learn more, so I drilled in. There are so many careers, but how would I even get there? I then decided to click Route, where I discovered that there are over 4 ways to become a software developer. I could go to college. I could take a quicker vocational route. I could even join the military and get a scholarship for school. Maybe the world really is my oyster. I wanted to learn more, so I selected Learn More. Wow, that's so straightforward. Here I could see games, videos, documents, online tutorials, all detailing how to get started with code, right in front of me, from verified sources like Khan Academy. I then wanted to see view jobs in real time, and I was able to do that right here through Journeys. Journeys makes me feel like I can reach higher, like I can become more. All I have to do is explore the map, plan my goals, and I can succeed.
Thank you, Rachel. I would like to take a moment to recognize the enormous contributions to education each of you have provided over your lifetime. These accomplishments are no small feat and deserve to be recognized. While each of our journeys began in a different place, zigging and zagging along the way, it is no accident that we are here today. We are here because we all recognize that by leveraging our collective knowledge and skills, we will be able to leave a mark in education that is game-changing. And as you have seen, it is the belief of myself and the rest of the Journeys team that this sort of powerful social impact starts with something as simple and old as a map. Why do we believe this? Because maps are a vehicle for our collective wisdom. The beauty of the Journeys map is how something so simple in nature can help millions and eventually billions of data points come alive. Resources trapped behind the overwhelmingness of a Google search, knowledge trapped inside the head of a subject matter expert will suddenly become open and accessible. Students will control the pace of their learning, the path they want to take, and the context of how each of their journeys, large or small, are accomplished. The turn-by-turn instructions, exposing videos, mentor stories, class and degree options, and so much more, will become an on-demand, 24/7 resource that we hope to have in the hands of every student within the next 5 years. And here's the best part. Once a student has a Journeys account, it's theirs for life, making that all-important shift from 8th to 9th grade that much easier to handle, or helping them choose between that closer-to-home vocational school or that out-of-town university. With the Journeys map by their side, students will never be alone in their decision-making process. We also realized that one of the key success factors of Journeys is how well we are able to capture user engagement. Whether it's a student searching for an article about what it's really like to be a video game developer, a teacher looking for a resource to help personalize next week's homework assignment, or a counselor helping that scared 11th or 12th grader build his or her first resume, these actions need to be simple, fast, and intuitive. To help do this, the Journeys platform will be role-based, growing with the student as they advance in age or ability level, or traveling with an educator as they shift from one school or subject to the next. But here's the kicker. We realized that in order to build a product that's revolutionary, it can't be done alone. Yes, we have 25 years of history to lean back on. Yes, our map already comes loaded with vast amounts of data, including our in-house standards repository that is the largest in the world. But all of this is only the tip of the iceberg. We view each of you, from the expert mentors and judges to the competing products, as partners. Imagine with me for a moment. What if you could go to your LinkedIn profile, click a button, and suddenly have your journey exposed in our map so it's shareable, so students everywhere can see exactly what it took for you to get where you are today? Why can't we make resources discoverable and curated in the same way Pandora, Spotify, and Apple Music have done for an artist's songs or a radio host podcast? All of this and more is possible if we're able to come together with one goal in mind. Once that's done, we'll have students doing things that can't even be imagined yet, helping them learn more, dream big, and reach higher. Thank you.